Hello, my name is Ana Salazar. I am a licensed professional counselor in the state of Texas. I am a generalist counselor and a clinical case manager at Texas A&M University Corpus Christi in the University Counseling Center. This video is a series in collaboration with Grad to bring you suggestions on how to survive graduate school. As a professional, I'm here to give you real-life tips and suggestions and recommendations so you can succeed in your education. On a personal note, I get it. I work full-time, I'm a parent, and I'm also a full-time second-year doctoral student. Hopefully there's something in this video that you can take away with you to help you not only survive, but to thrive in your education and in your career path. Let's go. Okay, so this one is how grad school works. And I don't mean all the stuff that you can find on the websites or in the pamphlets or in the handbooks. This is kind of like those things that you sort of learn along the way that aren't explicitly said. And so I'm going to give you some real world tips and suggestions and some recommendations to help you survive. The very first one that I always try to tell students is, where is your peer support network? Your peers can be helpful. And, I know it's hard if you're working or, maybe you just don't get along with them socially, but they're still your peers. You're still working together. You're still taking the same classes. And they can help be a checks and balance. Keeping track of work and, resources, even if it's just making a group meet, right, that you rarely use. Having that connection, depending on how long your program is, where you're at in your studies, y'all can really lean into each other, okay? Next is, yes, when a professor says or a faculty says that they have office hours, they mean you can drop by. Utilize that time. Even if you just need a little bit of clarification, you feel like you really got it, that's okay. It doesn't have to be for big, huge things. It depends on your program and your relationships with people. You may want to make an appointment if you have something, really big to discuss. But if there's drop-in hours and you have a quick question or something, use it. That's what it's there for. Sure, they might be emailing or, taking phone calls in between. But that's because, they have projects and work and stuff. But if they say they have drop-in hours and you need to use it, use it. Next is, you already pay for so many resources on campus. You're on the Grad website, so that's one right there. And there's so many more. Ask your librarian how they can help you, and I think you might be amazed at just what that one department can do. Reach out, find out who you might need help with. Even if you don't need it now, even if you never use it, find out what all the resources are. Next is, don't be afraid to be a standout. Just like you don't know what you don't know, faculty, staff, your future profession, they don't know you if they don't know you. So don't be afraid to be a shining star. Don't be afraid to take the limelight, to ask to help on a research project, to go up to a faculty and say, hey, I'm really interested in your research about such and such. How can I help? How can I assist? How can I be on board? So just go out there, dive in. And I'm going to give you some kind of tips and tools for the trade, okay? You have peers that kind of started maybe at the same year. Not every program has a cohort model. It depends. Some of you will have individual tracks that you're working on, stuff like that. So consider your program and your needs, right? Tip number one, look to the peers who are a little bit ahead of you in the program. They can encourage you. That's why they're the checks and balances. They're important. I don't know, anything. They can tell you things like, this course is much more heavier reading than that course, and this one you really need to make sure you're sharpened up on that game. These things that they need to help you, that you need help with, kind of through your program. Take advantage of all the resources that they are and look them up once a year. So even if this is the only time that you've engaged with Grad, check it periodically. Even if you never go to the library or you never needed to use that resource, look it up once a year just in case. And you never know. you might find out that, oh yeah, I do need help with this thing that this office can provide. If you need help for professional resources, ask around. Faculty are doing great work. They know the people, they know the things. Ask around if you need an extra resource or if you have an idea about something and you're not sure where to find it. They can point you in the right direction. And then lastly, when you're a little ahead in your program, don't be afraid when another student comes out to you and wants you to be that peer that they engage with. Okay? So in general, yes, this is hard, and you have a bunch of support and a bunch of different ways that you can succeed.